Hey everyone, welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the Moore's Global Finance Podcast team, and we're here to dive deep into a topic that one of you specifically requested.
Yeah, we love getting these requests. It helps us, stay on top of what you guys are really interested in.
So true. So today we're tackling iTrustCapital. I'm John.
And I'm Tiffany.
And Tiffany. It seems like our listener is particularly interested in how iTrustCapital might fit into their retirement planning, especially when it comes to gold and crypto.
Definitely a hot topic these days. A lot of people are looking for alternatives to traditional stocks and bonds. And it seems like iTrustCapital is trying to position themselves as the go-to platform for those alternative investments.
Okay, so let's jump right in. What is iTrustCapital all about?
Well, at its core, iTrustCapital aims to simplify self-directed IRAs. Specifically, they're focusing on making it easier to invest in things like gold and crypto assets that traditional brokerage firms haven't always been so keen on.
Right, because you typically think of your 401k or your IRA as being, all about stocks, bonds, mutual funds. But iTrustCapital is saying, hey, you can have gold bars and Bitcoin all within your retirement account.
Exactly. They're trying to modernize the whole concept of retirement investing. And one way they're doing that is by leveraging blockchain technology.
Blockchain, the word on everyone's lips these days.
Yeah.
But is it just a buzzword, or is iTrustCapital really using it in a meaningful way?
From what we've gathered, it seems they're using blockchain to enhance both transparency and security in their transactions, which are major concerns for investors, especially when it comes to crypto.
Right, because with crypto, there's always that fear of hacking or fraud. So if iTrustCapital can leverage blockchain to make things more secure, that could be a major selling point.
Definitely. And they're not shying away from promoting their user base and transaction volume either.
Yeah, I saw on their website they claim to have over 200,000 users and something like over $6 billion in transactions.
Pretty impressive numbers, right? It definitely suggests there's some momentum behind this platform, but of course we need to look beyond the hype and see what's really going on.
Exactly. And one thing that caught my eye was their partnership with USC Athletics. They're actually the official crypto platform of the USC Trojans.
Yeah, that's a pretty unique partnership. I mean, you don't usually see retirement planning platforms teaming up with college sports teams.
Right. It's like they're trying to bridge the gap between the crypto world and, well, the world of traditional finance and sports fandom.
Exactly. And it's not just about visibility at games. It seems iTrustCapital is also involved in educating the Trojan community about retirement planning and investing.
Interesting. So they're trying to reach a younger audience, maybe those who are just starting to think about their financial future.
I think that's a smart move. Crypto is particularly popular among younger generations, so it makes sense for iTrustCapital to target that demographic.
And you know what else struck me as interesting? They're partnered with EverFree, which is a nonprofit that fights human trafficking.
Oh yeah, that's right. They donate a portion of their fees to EverFree for every new client they acquire. It's like they're trying to do well by doing good.
It definitely adds a layer of social responsibility to their image, which could appeal to investors who are looking to align their investments with their values.
It's a growing trend for sure. More and more people want to know that their money is supporting companies that are making a positive impact on the world.
Okay, so we've talked about what iTrustCapital is and some of their partnerships, but what about the people behind the platform?
Yeah, that's a crucial aspect to consider. Who are the brains behind this operation?
I was actually pretty impressed with the level of detail they provide about their leadership team on their website. You don't always see that kind of transparency.
Right. It seems like they're trying to build trust by showcasing their experience and expertise.
And they definitely have some heavy hitters on their team. The CEO, Kevin Maloney, has a background in both traditional finance and blockchain. He actually worked at PMCO before getting into the crypto space.
That's a pretty unique combination. You don't often see someone with that level of experience in both worlds. It suggests that he understands both the complexities of traditional finance and the potential of blockchain technology.
Exactly. And then there's the COO, Trevor Gregory, who comes from Rakuten, a massive e-commerce platform.
That experience in scaling a large online business could be crucial for iTrustCapital, especially if they're aiming for rapid growth.
And let's not forget the CFO, Chris Franks. He comes from the venture capital world, so he likely knows how to attract investors and manage finances for a high-growth company.
It's a pretty impressive team on paper. They've got the financial expertise, the tech savvy, and the business acumen to potentially make iTrustCapital a major player in the retirement investing space.
It definitely makes you wonder if this blend of experience gives them an edge over other crypto startups that might be strong on tech, but lacking in financial know-how.
It's certainly something to consider, but let's not forget what really sets iTrustCapital apart from the crowd. They allow you to invest in both precious metals and crypto.
Right, that's what really caught my attention. You don't usually see those two worlds colliding in the same platform. It's like they're offering the best of both worlds.
Exactly. You've got the stability and security of precious metals like gold and silver, and then you've got the potential for high growth with crypto. It's a pretty compelling combination.
It makes you wonder, though, are they trying to be everything to everyone? Or have they really found a way to seamlessly integrate these two seemingly different investment approaches?
That's the million-dollar question. And it's something we'll need to explore further as we dive deeper into the platform.
All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts. How does this whole gold and crypto thing actually work on iTrustCapital?
Well, on the precious metals side, they offer physical gold and silver, which is stored at the Royal Canadian Mint.
Ah, so you're actually buying real tangible assets, not just some digital representation of gold.
Exactly. And the transactions are handled by Kitco, which is a well-established and reputable name in the precious metals industry.
So they're really emphasizing security and trust when it comes to the gold and silver side of things.
Definitely. Then for crypto, they hold your assets in custodial accounts, which are supposedly separate from iTrustCapital's own holdings.
So it's like a safety net. Your crypto isn't directly exposed to any potential risks associated with iTrustCapital itself.
That's the idea. It's meant to add an extra layer of protection for investors. But of course, we need to examine those claims closely and see if they hold up under scrutiny.
Right, because with crypto, security is always a top concern. But you know what else is interesting? They offer 24/7 trading on their platform, and they boast about having really low fees.
Yeah, that's definitely appealing to active traders who want to be able to buy and sell whenever they want without getting hit with high transaction costs.
But it makes you wonder, is this platform really designed for active trading, or is it more suited for long-term retirement investors?
That's a great question, and it really depends on your individual investment style and goals. But before we jump into that, let's talk about what everyone's really curious about. What are people saying about iTrustCapital?
Right, because when I started researching this platform, I was blown away by the sheer volume of positive reviews. They've got thousands of glowing reviews on sites like Google and Trustpilot.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. But then there's that F rating from the Better Business Bureau, which definitely raises a red flag.
It's like a tale of two cities. You've got this overwhelming positivity on one side, and then this stark negative rating on the other. How do we reconcile those two extremes?
That's what we're here to figure out. We need to dig deeper and look beyond the surface level, because even with thousands of positive reviews, there's always the possibility of hidden issues.
Okay, so let's unpack those reviews, both the good and the bad. What are people actually praising about iTrustCapital?
Well, a lot of the positive feedback centers around the ease of use of the platform and the app. People seem to appreciate the intuitive interface and the 24/7 trading feature. They also praise the low fees, especially compared to some other platforms.
Yeah, those low fees are definitely a major selling point.
Right.
But what about the negative reviews? What are the common threads there?
Some of the recurring complaints mention high execution prices, which could eat into your profits even if the stated fees are low.
So it's not just about the sticker price. It's about the actual price you're getting when you buy or sell an asset.
Exactly. And that's something to watch out for. There are also concerns about staff inconsistency, with some customers reporting positive experiences with certain representatives and negative experiences with others.
That's not a good sign. If the quality of customer service is inconsistent, it could make it difficult to get help when you need it.
And then there's the issue of limit orders. Some users claim that iTrustCapital doesn't offer true limit orders, which could be problematic for those who want more control over their trades.
So it's a mixed bag of feedback.
Yeah.
There's a lot to like about the platform, but there are also some potential red flags to consider.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to do your own research and due diligence. Don't just rely on surface-level reviews, either positive or negative.
Right, because this is your retirement we're talking about. You need to be comfortable with the level of risk you're taking and the platform you're using to manage those investments.
Absolutely. So with all this information in mind, let's shift gears and talk about you, the listener, and whether iTrustCapital could be a good fit for your specific needs and goals.
Great idea. This deep dive was specifically tailored for you, so let's make sure it answers your key questions.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's bring this back to you. Think about your retirement goals. Are you seeking stability? Maybe gold is your thing. Or are you all about high growth potential? Crypto might be more your speed.
Exactly. And iTrustCapital does offer that flexibility, allowing you to invest in both. But the key is to align your investment choices with your risk tolerance.
Because, let's face it, crypto can be volatile even within a retirement account. Are you comfortable with those ups and downs?
Right, and remember, this isn't about chasing quick gains. It's about planning for a future that might be decades away.
So you need to ask yourself, can I stomach the potential for big swings in value, or do I prefer a more stable approach?
And speaking of approaches, think about your investment style. Are you a hands-on trader, or do you prefer a more passive, long-term strategy?
Because those low fees iTrustCapital boasts about can add up if you're constantly buying and selling.
Exactly. So it's about finding the right balance. Does iTrustCapital's fee structure align with your approach?
It all comes down to whether this platform truly fits your needs.
Absolutely. It's about making informed choices that align with your individual goals and risk tolerance.
Well, Tiffany, thanks for taking this deep dive with me and guiding us through the complexities of iTrustCapital.
It's been a pleasure, John. Always exciting to explore these new financial frontiers with you.
And to you, our listener, thanks for joining us. We hope this deep dive has given you a solid foundation to start your own research on iTrustCapital.
Remember, this is just the starting point. Your financial journey is unique and it deserves careful consideration.
If you want to learn even more, we encourage you to check out the full iTrustCapital review on Moore's Global Finance. You'll find tons of additional details and insights there.